Hey everyone. So, welcome back. Thank you for joining me here on the My Pet Monster Girl channel on YouTube. So where do we begin? As the title says, How Dildos Saved My Life. Or How Dildos Saved My Life in 2020. If you guys know me already, and you guys are familiar with My Pet Monster Girl, you guys know that I make bespoke fantasy dildos. And the question that I get a lot is, how did you get into making dildos? Well, as you know, I make adult content. And when you have adult content, you have models. And models sometimes need toys. And not all models have their own toys. Some models are brand new to this industry. Other models have never been like, oh, hey, I have just a dildo lying around. So what happens is, let me move that camera just slightly. Boink. So what ends up happening when someone doesn't have a toy, a vibrator, a Hitachi wand, they're going to need something. Granted, the universe did give us fingers, but not everybody wants to use their hands. I designed a dildo in 2019 and had it 3D printed, had a mold of it 3D printed. It was designed digitally, and I contacted a friend who was in the business of making 3D printed whatever. And I said, hey, can you 3D print me a negative mold of this so that way I can make a positive? Did it, had the mold, did one prototype just to test it out, and then the universe was like, guess what? You're going to go through a breakup. And I was like, So that mold went into a box, went into storage, went to my new studio, and then just got stored away. Let me backtrack. So I have this mold. The plan is every model's going to get a toy, and you get a toy, and you get a toy, and everyone gets a toy. So that way, everyone gets a toy that they may need for content creation. And let's just face it, I don't have $150, $125 to spend on every single photo shoot for a brand new toy. But if I produce my own toys, then I can afford that. I'm a startup company. I go through a breakup. That initial mold for the prototype goes into a box, goes into storage, gets moved to the new location, and it just stays in the location for a couple of months. Pandemic hits. I'm already making Monster Girl content. Luckily, everyone's, ready to go. They got their own, everything. Pandemic hits. I'm bored at my studio. We're in lockdown. And everyone is bored. Everyone's trying to figure out, how am I going to make money? How am I going to do anything? I'm in lockdown. There's nothing that I can do. Everyone's live streaming, live shows. Artists are just kind of going out of their minds. So I got to the point where I went out of my mind, and I go, hey, you know what would be a great idea? Let's have a kind of just an arts and crafts night with Rudy Campos making dildos. So I pulled out the prototype mold. My studio had a room where there were different silicones that I had available to me to test out. Some of them were about to get to their expiration date. Believe it or not, silicone has an expiration date if you don't play with it fast enough. Okay. And I was just kind of live on there telling everybody about the 3D printed mold, what kind of silicone we're playing with, and then I mixed glitter into it. And it came out great. And it set up awesome. The glitter was encapsulated into this very clear silicone. It looked like an icicle hologram dong. It was dope. It was, imagine if the Abominable Snowman had a dong. It was beautiful. And it was like a glacier. It came out really cool. Everyone loved it. Everyone was laughing about it. I was laughing about it. I was having a good time. I was entertaining myself and other people on Facebook live stream. And then I get messages after the live stream. And people are going, hey, I'm a cam model. Or, hey, I'm an OnlyFans model. Or, hey, I make adult content on the side. I really like the way your dildo looks. Which, great compliment. Do you sell them? What colors do they come in? Can you put any type of glitter into it? Can you make it different colors? Can you make it glow in the dark? And it was just all these questions, and I'm like, that's awfully weird. No, I'm not in the dildo business. I'm apologize that this is just a very once in a Blue Moon, I'm making these dildos, just pulled out this prototype. Sorry, no, I'm not in that business. The next day, now, and everyone was telling me, you should sell these, you should sell these, you should go ahead and sell them. I was like, no, I just didn't feel like, I was like, no, nah. So the next day, I had just moved into a new part of town, breakup, and I parked on the street, on my street, and I guess I didn't see that I had parked somewhere I should have parked, and my car got towed because I'm brand new to the street. None of my neighbors know me, so they don't know, oh, this car is not just some random car on the street. It belongs to our neighbor 3 houses down. Let me not tow it. Let me go knock on the house. Dicks. They got kicked out of their place, so karma. I walked out, and I was like, hey, my car has been towed. That sucks. 2020 was the year of just catastrophe and bad news all around, all the time, around every corner. And I handled it like a champ. At least I think so. Did a lot of things come down on me? Oh, most definitely. Did I freak out about them? No. I actually did a lot better than I had in years previous. Bad news would have hit me years previous, and I'd have been like, This year I was like, interesting. And you say everyone else is going through this? Excellent. So when the car got towed, I looked at my bank account. All my gigs had been canceled because of the pandemic. And I just kind of go, well, crap, how am I going to do this? And I sat down, and in 5 minutes I go, you know what? Let me call up all these cam models and all these OnlyFans models that were interested in this first design. And sure enough, I had to be a salesman quick. And I was like, oh, you know what? I thought about it, slept on it. And I'm going to be taking pre-orders for this design this week. And if you order with me this week, I'll give you a content creator discount. And sure enough, 4 of those amazing angels that wanted this dildo paid in full up front. And I was able to get my car to tow. I was able to pay some bills, and I was able to buy some silicone. So then that way, when I got into my studio that day, I was like, I'm in the dildo business. That first initial order was awesome, and it got me through, it helped me learn a lot of things on how to sell dildos, how to make dildos, how to improve on the designs. So it was really cool. I'll show you guys the design, the initial design. It comes in different colors and everything like that. But this is the initial design. It's got a ribbed shaft, very dragon-like. It's got all these little nodules here. I went back from the original prototype and I resculpted this so that way it was a little bit more prominent. But yeah, and it's really cool. And like I said, I've learned a lot, which is really cool being in this industry, because I didn't realize that there were so many companies that were mom and pop's companies. Dildos. That were mom and pop's companies that sell fantasy-based dildos, which is really cool to find out. It's its own community. And I've had a lot of help from other special effects artists who have lent me degassing chambers and pressure chambers, so that way I can make the best dildo that I can. Let me introduce you to my other dildo designs. This one was a bat-themed one. Let me, right here on the screen will pop up a picture of what it looks like in regular colors. So this UV monstrosity, you're like, but it's a dildo. It's ribbed on the back. It's got like a stylized bat face. I'm a bat. You'll swear to me. I should make a superhero, bat-themed superhero dildo. And it'll be like, you'll swear to me. But this one's cool. So the reason this one's multicolored like this is what I do when I'm making a batch of dildos. There's sometimes excess silicone at the bottom of a batch. So what I do is I scrape the excess out and I pour it into a mold, and then I get these really cool one-off custom dildos that are just colors that are random. This one was another one of my favorites. It's called the Skull Fucker. it's a skull base with the shaft here, and there's a little skull at the end, the tip there. Now this one's called Bat Slammer, and it's got, I don't know if I'll try to get it close. It's got a bunch of little bats suspended inside of the silicone, and this one glows in the dark. Now let me show you what happens when you mix two different types of silicones and think that it's going to go great, and you don't know what you're doing. And by don't know what you're doing is you've got a little bit of silicone in each type of silicone. You're like, let's mix it all together. What's the worst that could happen? This. So I pulled this out of the mold, and it was all floppy, and it just went like that. And I was, dust got on it. Oh, lame. Anyway, so it came out like this. We had a laugh in the workshop about it, only to find out if I had left it in the mold 2 more hours, it would have solidified completely and not like this. So I just said this is a custom side saddle dildo for anyone interested. It's one of a kind. It will be lint free. It was just a prototype. It's just been sitting on a shelf. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's the short and long of it, of how dildos saved my life during the pandemic. I got into the dildo business. It gave me an extra source of income, and I was able to make a little bit more money on my online store on Etsy, which I will have in the description below of this video if you're interested in a cool, brightly colored, glow-in-the-dark skull bat. I have some tentacle ones. For your own, or for a gift, or to display handsomely in your home, and that's how I got into it. Monster Girls and dildos saved my life in 2020. But that's it, guys. I'll have more amazing dildo stories for you this year in the upcoming months of 2021, when life will become a lot better again. And hopefully I'll have some more exciting dildo designs for you pretty soon. And you guys can enjoy all the fantastic behind the scenes here on the My Pet Monster Girl channel on YouTube. So if you like the content, if you found the video funny, if you like silicone toys, monster girls, body paint, anything of that nature, or you just want to be like, check this guy out, then please like and subscribe to the channel. So guys, thank you again. I will see you in the next video, and yeah, just keep watching.